Morning, Paul. So the next video demonstration in the series, what I want to show you now is how you can create or add your image here on the right hand side of the scrolling banners. And basically there are two things you need to do. The first thing is that you need to have uploaded your image to the library, media library. So if I've logged in, if I click on media and I have a look at the library, okay, I should actually just delete this maker's picture because we don't need it in there. You will see that I've got that image somewhere, the one that I had used there previously. So I just need to find it quickly. I'm going to scroll down and have a look for that special. It will be right near the end because here it is here. So if I click on this image, you'll see that it gives you more information about it. It tells you the dimensions, 450 pixels by 315, and I think that that's the optimum size that you want to display. So when you ask your graphic designer or whatever to create your image that you want to advertise, then just ask them to use that size, 450 by 315 pixels. And they'll know what you're talking about. Once you've uploaded it, you'll see it listed in here. You need to just click on it. That'll open the image up and you can see you can edit, but you don't want to do that. What you want is this URL over here. Okay, so what you can do is in this section, you can just click in there and you need to, let's just see if I give, no, it's not going to do that. So what you'll need to do is you need to select the whole URL, the whole address, and you copy it. So once it's all selected, click on copy. Then you can close this section. Okay. Then what you need to do is you need to then go to appearance and you go to widgets. Widgets are areas on the website that, well, sections of code that can be displayed on various places on the website. Okay, so you can see here it says front page area beside slider. This is the section that we're talking about here. Front page is this section, and area next to the slider. This is called the slider actually, and the area next to the slider is this section. So that's the one we need to look at. So we're in appearance, we've clicked on widgets, front page area beside slider. Click on the little arrow. That's going to show you what is currently there. And there's a text box. If I if I click on this to open it up, you will see that it's got a whole lot of code in here. The important part here is, let me just have a look. There are two sections. Okay, so it's this URL over here after the quotation marks. Okay, that's the one that you need to place the URL that you've copied the address, and also here there are two places. Okay, up to the other section where the quotation marks finishes. So between the quotation marks here, you need to paste. So I can actually click, I can delete, and then I can paste. Just make sure that my cursor is in the right place. And if I paste now, it should have pasted it in between the quotation marks, the URL. Okay, it's actually the same URL, so it doesn't matter. So those are the two places. What you can also do is you can change this wording here if you want great specials, if you want to call it something else, and I'll show you what it does in a minute. Then you need to get rid of these. Now the reason that these are here currently is to tell the website to ignore this text. Okay, so by ignoring it, it means that the section's blank. Okay, so I've put it there so that it makes it easier for you to see what the code should be in the section. So all you need to do is you can delete that, and you can then all you need to do is click on save. Okay, you see it's finished saving. If I go back in here now and I refresh this page, I can click on the logo to refresh. Then you will actually see here is our advertisement. Now if I click on this, okay, you'll see what it says there, great specials, and it obviously opens up this the image. Now if I move my mouse over it as well, you can see it tells you great specials over there. It's called a Sure, I'm trying to think what the name of that is. In any case, it's it's when you hover your mouse over the image, it tells you, it gives you that little text to tell you, what this is about, and that's what I was referring to here in terms of great specials. Okay, so you can change that, but it's also, don't delete the quotation marks, and you just type in between there. What I suggest that you do is, if you don't want this, I would suggest that you come in here and you copy this, copy it, put it into like a notepad or something. So you open up Notepad and you save this on your computer. Put it on your computer, maybe on your desktop or wherever you want to save it, and you can call this advertisement Disa website, for instance. Okay, so which means that if you ever need that code, you've got it on your desktop. There it is. So you can simply then just copy this and you go back into your website, and if you want to get rid of this, you can simply delete it. And if I now save it, we're obviously going to have nothing here. Back on our Disa site, it's going to get rid of this. So you'll see it's disappeared now, and you can just simply go back in here and you paste it again and make your changes in terms of the image URL, the image address that you got from your media library, and make your changes to the text here, the title text. Just make sure it's in between those quotation marks. Same goes for when you put in the URL. It must be in between the quotation marks in two places, there and at the top over here. Just to explain to you, the top section is the link. So let me just save it so we can see it. So saved it. If I go back to my home page, you will then see that the image should come back again. Now the top section here, in between the ahref and right through until the end of that greater than or less than sign, what that is the link. So in other words, if I didn't have that section in there, this would simply be a picture. I wouldn't be able to click on it. It wouldn't open up. Okay, so just that's the explanation for it. And this section here after the less than sign and img for image, that section is the actual image itself displaying on the site. So that's the explanation. And this is the end of the ahref, in other words the link. So if you didn't want that link to appear with the great specials, you could delete that section and you could delete this section. Then it's just going to show the image and you wouldn't be able to click on it to view a bigger size of it and be able to see that great specials. Okay, but what I recommend is that you leave it as is, and all you do is you just change the address for the image once you've uploaded the image in two places, and that you change the text to something more appropriate. If you want to, like, I don't know, you might be displaying some cricket balls on special, so you could just say I don't know, kookaburra balls on cricket balls on special or something like that if you wanted to. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave this code here, but I'm going to put in the code that will tell the website to ignore this code. Okay, so when I save this now, it's here, so when you log in, you can come in here, you can copy this. All I suggest that you do is you delete those and you delete that. Then you've got the code that you need. Okay, so I've saved it, and if we now go back to the front page, it will have disappeared from there. So that's the section on adding your advertisement to the front page on the right hand side there. Thanks, Paul. Chat later.